So Denny's has a very big question here. What a debate. Avocado or mango?
Ooh.
He's going to be planting a tree. He's doing all kinds of stuff. He planted some new grass seed that he's looking forward to the wet weather we're going to have this week. If you haven't seen the forecast all the way through the weekend, it's going to be a little bit rainy here.
Good.
So that could be good for Denny's and everything he's got planned. What kind of grass seed did you plant?
So I know there's a lot of people that weighed in on it, so I wanted to make sure I took everyone's options into consideration.
We got so many grass emails.
I know, right? People are very passionate about grass.
I love it.
So I'm doing a mixed blend because grass is so hard to keep alive. In fact, I was going to plant it last week, but we had the hottest week ever. It was so hot and we had no rain. I was going to kill my grass. So what you're supposed to do is mix a few grasses together. So what we landed on was clover.
Oh.
We're going to do a clover yard, and then you spike in. We have bahia in there, centipede, and that grass is supposed to, I guess, keep it alive long enough, and then that grass will die, and the clovers will just flourish.
Huh.
So that's kind of what we landed on. So it's going to be a soft clover yard.
Do people give you attitude that you're not putting in St. Augustine? Because that seems to be the people are like, it's got to be St. Augustine.
So just from, looking into it, a lot of these grass, it's hard to keep alive. I didn't want anything that's going to take any work. I want the grass that is off the side of the turnpike, which takes no effort whatsoever, and it just grows.
Okay.
Plus, my backyard gets direct sunlight, which is where this tree discussion came up. Mm-hmm. But it's just direct sunlight. Everything there will get fried. It just gets 8 hours of light.
Gotcha, yeah.
Gotcha.
Too much,
Pretty
too
rough,
intense.
yeah.
So it's got to be something durable.
And they say the clover can live in the shade. It can live in the sun. It doesn't require any maintenance whatsoever because it's technically a weed.
Bingo. Yeah.
So it's easy to grow weeds in your yard. It's pretty tough to grow grass
right.
or any sort of plants and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not looking to take care of it or irrigate. I don't have any of that stuff. So.
Right. You can get very involved.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you want a low maintenance yard. That makes sense. Now you're also thinking about putting a tree out there too.
Jen wants to put a tree in, so she was asking what kind of tree. I was like, "Oh, what about an apple tree?" She's like, "I don't see many apple trees down here, but maybe we could put an apple tree."
Are we
in.
the right weather for apple trees? I don't think we're orchardy.
Yeah, we're not. It's kind of a northeastern thing. So she was thinking, well, what kind of tree would you want? If we put a tree here, we get a small one, it'll just grow. And she was thinking mango.
Okay.
And I go, well, that's cool because we'll do a walk around the neighborhood and a bunch of people got mango trees and they do produce a lot and you're going to have a lot of mangoes. I was going, what about an avocado tree? I go, then we could grow our own. And I want the Haas avocados, not the Florida avocado. No offense to the Florida avocado, but I think the Haas avocado is far superior.
No offense to the Florida avocado, but it sucks. And it's not good.
I don't even know if I know. I only know the Haas avocado because that's what you get in the store, right?
Yeah, it's kind of smaller. It's got a darker rind. It's creamy. It's got the giant pit in the middle. The Florida ones are, I would say, a little more oblong. They're a little larger.
Okay.
They're a little... They kind of remind me of the consistency of maybe like a butternut squash.
Yes.
On the inside.
They're like a squash and an avocado had a baby.
Yeah, kind of a perfect marriage of those two.
But they're not good.
Well, somebody goes, oh, I got a ton of avocados. I'm going to hook you up with them. I go, that's amazing. They dropped off like 5 boxes of avocados, and they were all the Florida kind. I felt so bad. I ate maybe one of them.
Yeah, they're not great, huh?
No, the taste is not there. Not if you're used to the Haas ones, the Mexican, the California.
Yeah, I think it's overall. But the way that the Florida ones go, you can make them into a stew. I think it's kind of just a different process. I don't know. There's a lot of work that goes into making those actually taste good.
It's too much.
But so I was thinking the Haas avocados. I know that you don't have money out here, but I mean, I think our weather is comparable to maybe like a California. It's a little wetter, but
well, they grow a lot of Mexico, right? Is where they primarily grow the
imagine 'cause
avocados.
it's sunny and dry.
Yeah, Mexico, California.
Yes, that's where they grow them from. That's at least where we get them from.
JC said Michoacan. That's where you got to get them from. That's the place. That's Mexico.
All right. Yeah, I was thinking those kind, not the Florida kind.
Okay.
But I feel like what you would get from that is immeasurable compared to like mangoes are great. Don't get me wrong, I love me a mango.
Right.
And I can eat a fair amount of mangoes, but there's a point you hit where you go, all right,
I'm mangoed out.
We're done with mangoes, and you're trying to give them away. They're huge, they're heavy, they fall on the ground, they rot. I feel like the avocado chills on the vine, and that you could eat every day without any issue.
Okay.
right? I mean, avocado every morning.
I could totally have, not the whole thing, but maybe just like a half avocado a day. That's perfect.
Oh.
Majority of people, and it's close, 54% are saying you need to put in an avocado tree. Denny's, not the mango.
Close, 50. It's almost 50-50.
I think avocado too.
I think avocado as well. I guess that's just if anyone has any tips or tricks or if they've grown both of these, which one grows better here locally. I feel like mango thrives without any effort.
Some comments. Teresa says mango trees are a mess and high maintenance to your yard. Avocado trees are easy and no maintenance. And Big Prince of Peace said the mango tree is huge and it brings a lot of animals as well.
Oh, you don't want that.
Okay.
It sounded like avocado then.
Yeah, unless you want to have like a bunch of raccoon in your yard
Yeah.
fighting with your cat.
I had a possum jump out at me and the dog this morning. It scared the
you?
crap out of me. I thought I was being attacked because I walk my dog around, 4:20 a.m. So
420.
yeah, I'm like parties.
Danny was asking, will Haas avocados even grow here? I know
So-
we're slightly different than Mexico.
Yeah, I looked into it. They can grow here. It's not as effortless as a mango tree does here.
Okay.
But they said they can grow. So I did look into that to see if it was even like the apple trees don't seem to work down here that well.
No.
Yeah, because I'd assume Mexico is not as wet.
Wet.
As
I
we
think
are.
it's still as hot and sunny.
right.
and
But
kinda
that would be
dry.
the question: will it drown it out if you get all that South Florida rain?
Yeah, I mean, we will have a rainy season. When you first plant them, you want that rain. So I'd plant it during the rainy season. Then, I mean, it has the rest of the year where it doesn't necessarily rain all the time. I mean, and it does rain in Mexico and California, just not often.
I love avocados, and I love that this is your project because you have a green thumb and you're going to make these avocados successful. And then that means you're going to bring some to work for all of us.
So many.
I'm pulling for you, kid.
All right.
Okay.
Kind of feeling avocado positive over here.
One person said avocados don't ripen until you pick them. Mangoes ripen on the tree. My experience was they fall and attract bees. You can't get around them to pick up the mangoes.
That's what I've seen because I will walk the neighborhood. I see mango trees and they just fall. I've heard that avocados don't ripen until you pick them. So
Yeah.
you can leave them on the vine longer.
That's beautiful.
Somebody did say the mango trees take like 6 years until they produce fruit, but somebody's saying the Haas avocados will not grow well in Florida.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So,
Well,
and other people are suggesting a lime tree or citrus instead.
really, I mean, it's just, it always comes back to orange or lime. It's like
They're not as sexy.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I mean.
Not as sexy as avocado.
And Broward County says avocado is very dangerous for dogs. Be careful, but they don't explain why.
Really?
Avocados are the plant itself or the tree or
don't
just
know.
having it near them.
They just threw out that ominous statement and then just backed away.
Dog death.
I didn't see that anywhere. All right, I got to look into that, I guess.
Yeah, go on ahead, Denny's, but you're going to kill your dog.
This is why I asked the people.
That's it. A lot of things now to think about. I thought it was just a simple question. Apparently not.
This is how we do. It's the KVJ Show.